Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Joe Woodley here, and I'm so grateful to be joining each of you today. Really short video. Today, I'm going to be discussing some key components to personal growth and development. As we know, change is inevitable. I'm going to say this again: change is inevitable, but growth is not. Change is inevitable, but growth is not. And so many times people get stuck right where they are. They're stuck where they are because they are unwilling to grow. They get stuck where they are because they're unwilling to change. They get stuck where they are because they're holding on to old paradigms that are no longer relevant or applicable to where they are and where they're going. And certainly, if you're going to be all you can be, as I borrow that phrase from the old Army commercial, "Be all you can be." If you're going to be all you can be, is going to require that you grow to meet the challenges that are certain to come your way. There are constant challenges that you are going to face in your life, some big, some small. But if you are unwilling to grow, if you remain static to where you are, if you're resistant to change, I'm going to tell you something: you're going to miss out on a tremendous amount of opportunities. You see, I'm in my office at home today. So I'm in my office at home, and I figured I'd do this particular video from here. Did another video earlier today on a different topic, but just got finished completing two reports that have turned in for class. I'm just a full-time student, and I'm enjoying it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. But I know that in order for me to grow, it requires me to stretch and to make certain sacrifices. You look here in the corner on that side right there, you see the cover of my book, "You Were Born to Win, So Suck It Up, Buttercup." It is indeed the essential guide to turning winners into winners and losers into leaders. And you're going to find some key components there as well: the personal growth and development. I encourage you to pick up a copy on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. You can order it at your local bookstore, as well as No Generals in the House, Faith, Facts, and Fatherhood. And I have numerous other projects that are out there as well that you can find that certainly I think will enhance your life. So, like I said, change is inevitable, but growth is not. And in order for us to grow, it requires intentionality. I want you to say that word: intentionality. I had to be intentional about how I view my life. I had to be intentional about my purpose and pursuing my purpose. And I'd be intentional about acquiring the skills, the knowledge, and the expertise in order to facilitate the type of growth that I need to meet the challenges that I'm going to face in the world today, and each new challenge that is certainly going to come my way. There have been many challenges that I have faced in my life, whether it has been health, career, finances, family, you name it. Numerous challenges. And I'm sure that you have faced numerous challenges in your life as well. And if you're unwilling to adapt, to adjust, you're going to become irrelevant and you're going to be left behind. That is just the facts of life. Many of you know that song right there. Take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. And the facts of life are that good and bad is going to come your way. And if you're incapable or unwilling to make the necessary adjustments, you're going to fail. So, how do we make the necessary steps that we need to make to grow? The first thing we need to do is we need to reframe how we view the situations that we're in. Perspective, your personal perspective, plays a huge role in your ability to grow, to see beyond the situation, the circumstances you currently find yourself in, or the challenge or the barrier that is in front of you. You have to reframe how you see things. There's so many people out there, when they see problems, all they see are problems. They don't see the opportunity that may lie there that they can take advantage of and grow from. They don't see an opportunity for development. They don't see an opportunity for growth. And they don't see an opportunity to do something great or to overcome that. All they see is the challenge. And I can say this when I work with the students that I work with, as well as people in the prison system. And I work with people in outside that and other men's groups and other groups that I've facilitated over the years. The number one thing that I see so much of is people's inability to reframe a challenge that they're facing. All they see is a brick wall. All they see is a barrier. All they see is the man, whoever that is, or whatever that is, trying to stop them and prevent them from getting to the next level or going wherever it is that they want to go. That's all they see. They don't see the opportunities. And so you need to reframe how you view your situation, reframe it, and begin to look at what opportunities are being presented here. Is there a potential opportunity for a business? Is there potential opportunity for personal growth? Spiritual growth is an opportunity for that. Maybe I need to read my Bible more. Maybe I need to pray more. Maybe I need to do a little bit more meditating. Is an opportunity for that. Maybe I need to do a little bit more studying so I can learn or acquire some skills that are going to enable me to overcome whatever this challenge is, rather than laying down like a dead dog and allowing life to beat me up and wear me out with my tail. And at the end of the day, I find myself in the same predicament 10 years from now as I am today. And there's so many people who I know who are in the same exact situation 10 years later from a situation that they faced much when they were much younger. And so I need to reframe how I'm looking at things, reframe it. What is the opportunity that lies in front of me? I need to be self-aware of what I'm dealing with, of who I am. I need to be aware of my impulses. I need to be aware of my desires. I need to be aware of my wants and my needs. I need to be aware of who I am and where I am in my life. Okay, if I'm going to grow, I need to be aware of the situation that I find myself in, not the situation I'm facing, but who am I? I need to be honest with myself. Do I have the skills, the knowledge, the know-how, the expertise, the persistence, and the perseverance to overcome whatever it is that I'm facing? Do I have those things in place? Because if I don't, then I need to get them in place. I need to do whatever is necessary so that I can develop in those areas, because it takes perseverance in order to overcome whatever challenges that you're facing. It takes perseverance in order to adapt and adjust to a world that is constantly changing and adjusting. It takes perseverance, it takes motivation, but I have to be aware of what my weaknesses are and what my strengths are. And wherever I'm weak, I need to either come up and strengthen those weaknesses, or I need to surround myself with people who can help support me so that I don't fall prey to whatever those weaknesses I'm finding in my life that are slowing me down and deterring me from accomplishing whatever the opportunity is in my life. I need to be motivated. Motivation is a huge factor in growth. What is your motivation? And your motivation has got to be bigger than yourself. Your motivation has got to be bigger than being in survival mode. If I don't do this, I'm going to starve. That may be a good starter, but that's not going to keep you moving forward, right? I have to do this because I'm not going to have a roof over my head. I have to do this because I'm not going to have water to drink or food in the refrigerator. I don't have to do this, I'm going to lose my vehicle. That may be a good starting point, but that is not the definitive factor that's going to keep you going, because that's just looking at the right now situation. Where am I going to be 5, 10, 15 years from now? What is my motivation then? And part of my motivation needs to be, how do I impact the lives of people around me in a positive way? How do I impact the lives of people around me in a positive way? How do I impact their lives spiritually? How do I impact their lives maybe financially? How do I impact people's lives with my presence? Maybe with the words that I'm saying. Maybe I'm going to write a book, maybe something else. How am I going to impact their lives? So there needs to be a greater motivation. We call this purpose. There needs to be a greater purpose behind what it is that you're doing. Last week I had an opportunity, and where I was sitting down with some of the guys over at the prison, and I issued this challenge to them. I asked them, I said, what is your purpose? What is your purpose? Because your purpose is going to keep you on track when things get difficult. Your purpose is going to keep you on track when the challenges come and the changes come, because life is constantly throwing at us curveballs, right? So there's always these curveballs that are coming at us. And so your purpose is going to help to keep you on track. And when you have a bigger purpose than just meeting your own personal desires and your own personal needs, that will keep you on track. That will keep you focused and continue to keep you moving forward in life. Another area of personal development that we really need to look at is developing our social skills, how we interact with other people. Are we being empathetic when we interact with people, or do we just tend to brush people off? Do we try to be understanding? Do we try to be engaging? Do we take time to listen to what people are trying to share with us? Or are we type of person who's always talking over people? Those are tremendously important skills to have in order to grow personally. The lack of having adequate social skills, as a matter of fact, will prevent you from moving up in the job market, right? It'll keep you right where you are in your career. It will prevent you from doing the things that you need to do for your business to grow. It will prevent you from engaging with people who can help to better your life, who may be willing to pour and invest in your life that can help you out, right? And so a lack of of having those social skills is a huge detriment to a lot of people. And this is something I find, again, with a lot of students that I have had the opportunity to work with, or other individuals in other environments, whether it be in the church or schools, or like I said, other entities. The lack of social skills is real. And it can be attributed to a number of factors. But whatever those factors are, they're preventing people from being able to grow adequately to meet the challenges that we're facing in the world today. The world is changing at a much faster rate than has ever happened before. Okay. I'm going to say that again. The world is changing at a much faster rate than it ever has before. And so when I realize that, it means I need to be able to acquire the personal social skills that are needed in order for me to grow, meet the challenges that I'm facing today, and attain the success in whatever area, personally, spiritually, financially, familially, whatever it is. I'm going to have to acquire some social skills in order to do that. Let me give you an example of what that may look like. When I was a kid, I was extremely shy, very withdrawn. I struggled to really just engage a lot of people, right? I was just it was a true introvert. And in a lot of ways, I still am. I know a lot of people find it very difficult to believe, who see me, speak on different platforms or engage different various groups. But I can tell you this, I was a very, very shy kid, and I still am in a lot of ways. But I had to develop the personal skills, the social skills that were necessary, because I realized if I don't develop these social skills, I'm going to drown. The world is a not so nice place to be in, particularly for those who don't have the adequate social skills to conquer a world that is really seeking to just crush you. And the world around you, in a not so nice world, will crush you if you don't acquire those social skills. And so I had to be very intentional about developing those skills. I surrounded myself with individuals who challenged me and who pushed me, who stretched me in a number of ways. I had people in my life who stretched me regarding my spiritual walk. They stretched me there. had people who stretched me regards to getting on platforms, getting on stages, and speaking to different people, writing books, you name it. They stretch me in so many areas. I continue to keep people around me who stretch me and who will push me and they say, Joe, go for that. Do something different, do something great, do something spectacular. Right. So I see people who I have people around me who do that and who help me so I can develop the social skills, which allows me to take territory that I may never have even thought of before. Look for careers and other opportunities and assignments that I may not have even considered. Where 20 something years ago, 30 something years ago, I had no desire whatsoever to be on a stage anywhere. 30 something years ago, I had no desire to be engaging in any sort of large group, small group, any type of group. Didn't want anything to do with it. I was fine, kind of sitting back in my little corner, keeping quiet, doing my thing. But what I discovered is that life was passing me by and I was losing out on opportunities. And I found that I was sinking quickly. And so I needed a change in strategies. I needed to reframe how I was looking at life. I needed to acquire or to tap into people who are going to help me to grow. And I did just that, right? So those are some of the skills that you're going to need. There's so many others that I can discuss today. But like I said, I wanted this to be a short a short video to share with you all today. It is so important that we understand that growth is not inevitable. We have to be intentional. We have to be focused. We have to be deliberate. And we're going to have to make some sacrifices and make commitment in order to grow. Like that garden I have out in the back. If I just threw some seeds in the ground and did nothing with it, maybe something would come up. Maybe something wouldn't. It required me to fertilize it, till it. It requires for me to add some to make sure it's watered properly, get in the proper exposure to the sunlight. All of those things are intentional. And through that intentionality, the garden grows. It's the same thing in your life. If you're not intentional about investing the time, the energy, and the resources that you need in order to grow, you can forget it. If you're not intentional about developing habits and behaviors, getting up every day and implementing strategic steps every single day, you're not going to grow. Yes, we need time to recover. Yes, we need time to relax. But you should not be relaxing every single day. Every day is not a vacation, or you're not going to go anywhere. Every day is not you sitting around on the couch with your feet up, or you're not going to go anywhere or do anything with your life. You have to be intentional every day. You get up in the morning, from the moment you get up in the morning to the moment you lay down, that's what it requires to grow. And that's not something that a lot of people want to embrace. Some people are satisfied with where they are. They're satisfied with mediocrity. I'm not. I'm not satisfied with mediocrity. No one is harder on me than me. I expect greatness in my life because I want to do great things for other people. I don't want to be great. I want greatness in my life, again, because I want to do great things for other people. And with understanding that and understanding that change is inevitable, that's going to require that I'm intentional about growing, acquiring the skills, the knowledge, the know-hows, and being disciplined and dedicated, committed to the steps, to strategic steps that are necessary for me to grow as an individual, for you to grow as an individual, so that you can do great things for other people. Okay? So thank you so much for joining me today. It's a pleasure speaking with you. Please take the time to reach out. Except you can reach out to me in my email address. Don't forget to go on Amazon as well as Barnes and Noble or your local bookstore. Pick up You Were Born to Win. So suck it up, buttercup, the essential guide to turning winners into winners, to lose to leaders, as well as No Generals in the House, Face Facts and Follow It. And I have numerous other books, as I've said before, and I have other projects that are going to be coming out in the future. So thank you so much. I'm author, speaker Joe Woodley. Have yourselves a blessed and wonderful day, and I look forward to connecting with you all again here really, really soon. God bless you.